Seems to be going well right now. But on our final tile there are spawn points of A and M, which both can be in play. So we have to make sure if anything appears there that we take care of it right away or as quick as we can, because you cannot win the game if there are raiders on the final tile also. Which takes us to the little girl, and it's her turn. Which means I probably should eliminate that pickup right there so we don't have to worry about it coming up onto that final tile. I think she has plenty of stuff. The pickup has 1 armor and 2 crew. Let's see what she has for weapons. She's got a pretty good arsenal. That's armor. We got the knife. We can discard to do 1, but that thing has armor, so that's no good. This isn't going to help us. We do have armor piercing. We can do with the crossbows and the AK-47. I'll hold on to the AK-47 and discard both of these crossbows to do 2 armor piercing damage. That'll do the 2 wounds that I need to take out the crew for the pickup. There are no raider cards anymore, which means I can draw a mirage card in its place, which is a spear, and she does get in a mirage card, so she'll pick up 2 spears. And we still haven't used any of our actions yet because both of those were discard without a crew action. And I believe there is a pickup in here that I can take. At least I thought there was. There it is. And that means all of my players now have vehicles. I'm going to have her steal that pickup right away. So wind will not be an issue for anybody, which is excellent that that worked out that way. Also with that pickup, she didn't lose her extra carrying capacity because it has adds 4 to the hand size also. And she can move 3, which we will gladly move 3. Exhaust 1 crew to see what kind of items we can get. The Mirage deck's getting low, and there's only 3 cards left. And it's a couple of exploration maps that we're not going to need, and some fuel that we may need. She has a ton of cards here, but she has a hand limit of 13. 11, 12, 13. So nothing needs to be discarded right now. That's because we got rid of a couple of crossbows. Now I get to pick which raider to activate. The truck, there's 3 of them out there. They're no threat because they can only move 2. The pickup, there's 2 out there and they're both way down here. They're no threat. Bulldozers, they're a threat to just about everybody. Yeah, they would be able to reach every character, the bulldozers. So let's leave those alone. Speedsters, all 6 of them are out there. And they're a threat right now to a bunch of characters. So we'll go with the trucks or the pickups. But we also have to beware that they may spawn on A or M. I'm going to go with the truck. Ugh, and it's going to spawn, but there's lots of spawn points to choose from. They would do 1 regular damage, but they're not going to reach anyone. They're going to all move 2. And then this truck cannot get out of the dune, so it has to go this direction. And we got 3 of them, and they can spawn at B and M, which is going to be bad because we have an M up there. 1, M, M, B, and that's it. So we only have 3 open spots, and we have a truck up there, which sucks. I'm going to have to figure out a way to take that thing out. I think I'm going to go AK-47. I'm glad I held on to that. I believe I held on to that, didn't I? Yes, because that's 2 armor piercing. That little girl can take that thing out. So all is not lost. And we can move on to the healer. Refresh. Let me grab the herb bag back. I need to start moving the healer over to the west. She can make it there in 2 rounds, so that's not an issue. But what is an issue is a couple of bulldozers here, a couple of speedsters. Do I have the ability to take out that speedster and move and do everything I want to do? Yes, yes I do. So before I move, I'll assign her axe to a crew member and use it to do 2 damage to the speedster. That's enough to take it out. I don't have a draw deck, so I need to shuffle these all together. I shuffled it a couple of times, but I'll do it one more time. Give it a final cut, and we'll place it over there. Because killing that speedster, she gets a raider card, but there are none. And we get a map, which we don't need. I'm going to exhaust her vehicle and her because I'm going to move 3. And for exhausting her, I can pick up this supply token and hopefully get some better items here. A sail, helmet, good, and a first aid kit, good. Good, good, good. I'm not going back to wind power, so that is going into the discard pile immediately. And that will end her turn. And now I choose between speedster, bulldozer, and pickup. I'm going to go with the pickup because the scout's going to move away from that speedster, so let's go with the pickup. Oh no, it's armor piercing, but the good news is they're all far away. And then they spawn at B, C, and M. Should have went with that one first, then I'd have that instead of the truck to deal with up there at M. So the pickups, there's only 2 of them and they're both down here. They're going to go either one, same distance. And this one's going to follow right behind. And we have 4 pickups. So we got B, C, and M. And amazingly, the only spawn point open out of those is C, because we're using all 3, but we have A, H, A, H, H. That's it, just that one C. So the only pickup that's going to come out is right there. So we're hoping nothing is going to spawn on A between the bulldozers and speedsters, although those are the 2 that I don't need to worry about the most. Plus, the little girl has a pretty good arsenal and she can move right in between them and go after them. The scout can go. Let me refresh his crew and all of their axes since they're insane. We need to start moving him also. But there's a speedster right next to him, which might be moving soon. So we'll assign an axe to a crew member. Exhaust it, do 2 damage. Say goodbye to the speedster. Draw a card, and it is a refresh. And I forgot when she took out the speedster, I should have gone through the draw pile to find one. Since there's none available in the discard or other, and I'm not going to take it. Although I could take it. No. Yeah. I don't need to. She can move 3 either way. Then I have to reshuffle it because I went through the draw pile. And then he just took out a speedster. So I have to do the same thing. I should have just grabbed it while I was there because I'm going to have to shuffle again. And he is... Should I take it? 5, 6, 7... Yeah, let's take it. This time we're going to take the speedster and get rid of the vehicle that he did have, because this one can move 1 more. Let me shuffle the draw pile again. Give it a final cut. And now we can move him with his new vehicle, and it moves 4. If I move there, it puts me out of range of... No. So I'll go to that spot, because that will put me out of range of this bulldozer down here. And I'm out of range of that speedster. I'll exhaust the scout. Grab some items that we might need at the end of the game here. A spear, some more water, and a pistol. There we go. But his hand limit is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he has the axe there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So we need to get rid of something. We got a gun, a spear. Let's get rid of this. And we have a bunch of water, so we'll get rid of one of the waters to bring him down to 9. 8 in his hand and 1 on his player board. Now we have to choose between bulldozers and speedsters, and I'm going to go with bulldozers. And they're going to do 2 regular. And then a C and an A spawn point too. That's a pain in the butt. Okay, so we got 5 bulldozers out there that can move. This one is going right there and is going to do 2 regular damage to the healer. 1 will be taken care of by the helmet, and the other will be taken care of by the first aid kit. This one has a choice, so it's going to move to the scout. And do 2 regular damage that I cannot get rid of but 1. So I'll take care of 1. But the second one is going to take out my crew member that's with me. So my crew member is gone now. I'm down to no crew again with him. Then we have 2 over here. You can go either way at the same distance. Same thing again. And finally, this one is closest to the plowman, and it will attack for 2 regular damage. He has 1 armor built in, but I don't have a single armor item, but I do have some body armor that's going to cover 2 of them, or both of them. So that's taken care of with him. So nothing lost really in the overall scheme of things. And now the plowman has his scythe back. He's refreshed. He needs to move to the north. He can move 3. I will... Do I want to take out that bulldozer first? Yeah, let's take it out, just to take it out. So I'll assign his straightened scythe and a crew member to do 2 regular damage. And that's enough for its 1 armor and 1 crew member to take care of it. I can draw 1 card, and it's an armored sail. We don't want that. We'll discard it. I could gain a bulldozer, but they're both in use already. He has 1. And we're going to exhaust the bulldozer now. Move 3. And that's all he's going to do. Once again, I got overexcited. And before the plowman's turn, I should have spawned bulldozers at C, A, and H. Well, just C and A. There was a bulldozer on the board that the plowman took out at the beginning of his turn, so there was only really 1 in the reserve. So I'm looking at the C's and the A's. There's an A, a C, an A, an A. There's an A there also. And the plowman moved 3, so there was a bulldozer right there. So there would have been a raider on every tile with an A or a C, which is good because now I get to pick where it goes, and since there's only 1 of them, I'm going to put it down here. I thought I might have to put it here, but then there was that bulldozer right there that attacked, and then the plowman attacked at the beginning of the turn. And then we would have gone on to the plowman who attacked and took out that bulldozer that was there and then moved him up. Which means it's the speedster is the only one left. And they're going to do 1 regular damage. And we didn't have a spawn point A. Perfect. So we have B, C, and H. And 1 regular damage with the speedsters. Unfortunately, this speedster will catch the healer, do 1 regular damage. She has a crew member with her. I could either let the crew member get taken out or use this by discarding it. And I think I'll let the crew member get taken out because I'm not going to do anything but move to get to that final tile. So her crew member got killed. And our other speedsters, which there should be 3 more. There's 1. It can't reach anybody because there's a bulldozer and it can't share a space with anything. So I'll have it move towards him. And then we have 1 down here and 1 over here. He's closer. So they will move there. And it can't go across sand, so it had to go through that little gap there. And that takes care of all of the speedster moves. We have 2 minis to spawn at B and C. We have a C, B, B, C. So we got lots of locations. there's a Raiders, Raider. So I get to choose because there's a Raider on every tile that has a spawn point that's eligible. So definitely going to put one way over there. And let's put one over here. No, wait, let's put one up here on B. Perfect. And that'll take us to the little girl. We will refresh and immediately move. That way she's right between those spawn points, because the weather would change and then she would get one more turn if we needed to eliminate anything on spawn points. So that worked out to our advantage. And we'll exhaust a crew member for her, and we're going to machine gun the heck out of that truck. We exhausted the crew member. We'll discard this card and do 2 armor piercing, and that is enough to take the truck out. It has 2 crew members, and the 2 armor does not matter when it comes to getting gunned down by an AK-47. And we get 1 Raider card and 2 Mirage, so we'll draw 3 total. Fuel, Spear, and another Spear. And she has a lot of cards. 9, 10, 11. Her capacity is 13. Alright, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need to get rid of 2. I'm going to get rid of both of the maps. We don't need to explore anything. And that'll take her down to 13. She does have 1 action left, and I will take it and grab another red. That way we have another one, just in case. You never know what might happen. That'll put her over her hand limit again. So I'll get rid of one of her 4 spears. And we will change the weather. And this time it is a 2. And it's going to move 2 to the right. So 1 and 2. And good thing we are without wind-powered vehicles, because moving to the northwest now, you would have to go back and forth to get there, because you couldn't go directly there, which is the direction everybody needs to go. So the decision to ditch all the wind-powered vehicles at the end turned out to be a good one. And we will remove the round 5 cards that are all face up, and we're down to round 6, our final round. And we're almost there. As long as no raiders pop up that we can't take care of, we should be good, because all 3 of the characters coming up next, starting with the healer, which will go first in the next round, they can reach the final tile on their move. But we still have to be careful and see if there's any raiders that we're going to have to eliminate. And before I move on, I almost forgot I did take out the truck, which means the little girl can take a truck. It can only move 2, but it doesn't matter because she's already where we need her to be. But she'll keep her hand size, and it'll add an armor onto her. So it probably won't come into play in any way, shape, or form. But just to say we took one out and took the tractor trailer over, it's a nice feeling. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to click on the links and consider supporting this channel through Patreon. If monthly commitment is not your thing, the link to my GoFundMe page for equipment upgrades is in the video description below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and check out the other videos on the channel. Your support is appreciated, and I'll see you in my next video.